Wish all the hashtags, likes and tweets will find a way.
Hello darlings, we have our next topic coming up. Today will be all about foundation. Also we're going to talk about contouring, blush and all that nice stuff that we have to do in order for us to look healthy on the floor with no glow. Like right now you can see that I'm all glowing from inner beauty, hahaha. So, but what we're going to do next, we're going to talk about how to use foundation. So, first of all, we already prepared our face before by putting primer on our face, and we have it in our part number 1. Please watch the prior video. Now for foundation, I can use a couple of them. For competition, I'm using usually MAC, and this is Pro Longwear foundation. Unfortunately, I just found out that it has been discontinued, and I had to look for you what can be a replacement of that, and it's also from MAC. The replacement for that foundation will be Pro Longwear Nourishing Waterproof Foundation. So another alternative what I have for you is that nice thing. It's called Smashbox Hello, and it says Healthy Glow All-in-One Tinted Moisturizer. So I can tell you honestly, I never tried it at the competition, so I don't know how it's gonna be on the competition, but I tried it on the show, and on the show it worked very good. On the competition I used to work only with MAC, and for a long period of time when you have to dance a lot and you sweat a lot, of course, so that was a very good foundation. It was never, my sweat was never on my face. So what we're going to do, first of all, I'm going to use any of the foundations that I showed you before, and I'm going to place this foundation on my hand. I don't. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to have my foundation brush, and I'm going to apply it on my face. And usually I like to start from the in, and I'm going to take it all the way out. And I'm going to take that foundation and go all over my face.
So find a way to
As you can see, I'm not only putting foundation on my face, but I'm also putting my foundation on my neck, as well as my ears, as well as even if I have my ballroom hair up, so I have to do on the back of my neck. So because as you can see, the color is quite different from my regular skin color. It's much darker. And why we do this? On the floor you've been washed out a lot by lights. So in order to look healthy and not to be washed out or pale, you have to put in your foundation, and your foundation has to be 2 or 3 tones darker in order for you to look like you have a tan. When you have a tan, you don't look like you ghost. So now you're noticing on my foundation has that tan look inside of it. So I'm gonna to put it one more time everywhere not to miss it. I chose Hello, but I didn't choose MAC. MAC is usually more drier, and as soon as you put it on, it dries right away. So I have to put on quite quickly. This one, because it's a moisturizer as well, it doesn't dry up so quickly, but I still wanted to show you that usually when you put the foundation, you're trying to do it with your brush quite fast. Now we did our foundation. If you're noticing, it gives us different color. It covered all of my not nice spots. If you have blemishes or anything else, it covers this all. It's usually stays 24 hours, so it's a waterproof makeup. So what I'm usually do, I'm using this type of brush. It's quite dense, and if you're noticing, it's glowing right now. But the most important thing, not to look on the floor. You have not to look on the floor sweaty. And when you glow like this on the floor, you start looking sweaty. So what I do, I'm gonna to tap, and if you're noticing, when I tap with this brush, it becomes less glowy, right? Less sweaty looking. Another thing why I'm doing this, because I feel I help my foundation to go more inside of my skin. So it's gonna to stay a little bit longer. Let's pretend I have only up to here. So I just did this, but I'm not going to do this here. So I did this, and you can see this. I will take the powder, which makes me to set my foundation, and honestly I love this powder. It's called Lighting Powder Ambient Radiant Light by Hourglass. Quite unique powder. It has an interesting, I always feel it gives me a luxurious look. So I am just taking this on a brush, and I am brushing all over my face. Again, noticing my skin again becomes less sweaty looking, more matte, this is what we're looking for. But at the same time, I just wanted for you to kind of pay attention that I still look, I'm sorry to give that compliment to myself, but the skin looks a little like more radiant. Like I just wanted to show you, right? You can see it's glowing. So, and this is one of the things, one of my tricks, what I do in order to the floor, not to look artificial. Of course, we have a lot of things that we already did to our face that looks artificial, but skin-wise, I like to have something that when the people look at you, they know that's a makeup, but they still feel like your skin is in a very good condition, glowing, nice, and you're quite healthy and nice lady. Okay, so the next part, what we're going to do is our contouring.
Hashtags like some tweets will find a way to get the